You know, there are those certain shows that are bad and everybody knows it, and then there are those shows that really transcend being bad to just being brutal and kind of epitomizing an era of the WWE. And when I look back at SummerSlam 2010, I view this as the pay per view that is kind of the epitome of the PG era of the WWE. And what I mean is, you have ridiculous booking, matches that fail to deliver, and when the obvious is staring everybody right in the fucking face, the WWE decides to do more of the same old bullshit, accomplishes nothing, and leaves everybody feeling incredibly disappointed. Been a theme for this company over the past 5 to 6 years. And in particular, if there is one show to me that really truly personifies this, it is SummerSlam 2010. Boy, this show was a big steaming pile of shit. Every time I go back and watch it, all it manages to do is piss me the hell off more. Like, let's look at the opening match, if you will, so to speak. Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Intercontinental Championship. Granted, these guys wrestled thousands of times, it seemed like, but here you are, IC title match at the beginning of the show, you know, kicking off your big summer show, and you would think that this would be something that would be good, and instead it turned into a big steaming pile of shit because of how they had it finished. Oh, we're just going to have these two guys get the shit kicked out of them for whatever the fuck reason, so that way we could have the Nexus have their little bit of shine. Why? What the fuck did they need to do this for? This was stupid. It was ridiculous and a clear indication of more crap to come. Now, while this might be one of Cameron's favorite matches of all time, Melina versus Alicia Fox for the Divas Championship was Melina versus Alicia Fox for the Divas Championship, and we'll move on. Then, if we ever wonder why CM Punk got a little disenfranchised with the WWE and their creative processes, here's Big Show steamrolling through him, Gallows, and Mercury. It's a 3-on-1 handicap match. The Straight Edge Society ends up being jobber bitches to the Big Show here. No wonder CM Punk took his ball and went fucking home. Who could blame him after bullshit like this? And it only got worse from here. Don't forget about that classic WWE Championship match, where in the build-up to this, you had Sheamus the champion run into John Cena, scared of the Nexus like a little punk bitch. The same Sheamus that they hot-shotted to the damn title at TLC 2009, yet never could do anything it seemed like to actually legitimize him as a monster badass heel, including having him job out in the most ridiculous fashion to Triple H at WrestleMania 26. Here we come to SummerSlam, and if anybody interferes, they're going to be suspended indefinitely. And if Orton loses, he doesn't get a damn title shot, or a rematch, or whatever the fuck. It was stupid! This was your big title match on your big show of the summer. How fucking stupid and how ridiculous. And then Orton wins by disqualification. What a bunch of bullshit. Here's an opportunity to try and really cement Sheamus as a top guy, especially at a time where you really need to cement top heels, and especially a heel different from the goddamn Nexus. And they had Sheamus running like a punk bitch to John Cena of all damn people, and then here he is losing by disqualification to Randy Orton. Oh, Christ, what a bunch of bullshit. And it only got worse. Kane defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Rey Mysterio. And I will grant you this, is that this match wasn't that terrible. Up to this point in time in the show, and I would argue maybe in general, it was the best match of the night. And I still maintain that it was the best match of the night. It was Kane and it was Rey Mysterio. So, does that mean that this was a really good match? Oh, hell no. The fact that this would even be in the possibilities of being the best match of the night tells you what a big steaming pile of boo-boo bullshit this whole show was. And even afterwards, after Kane wins, yay! Let's see a coffin, yay! No, it's not Taker. Oh, it's not Taker. Oh, it's Taker, yay! And even when you got used to all these spectacular returns of The Undertaker, here's this return by The Undertaker, and it just seemed to fall flat on their face. Why have Undertaker come back if you're going to make him look weak, decayed? It made no sense. It didn't work. Just like nothing on this goddamn blessed show worked. But when you talk about SummerSlam 2010, frankly, the only thing that fucking matters was the abortion and abomination of a 7-on-7 tag match between Team WWE and the Nexus. And if you sit there and try and tell me that this is a really good match, then I will tell you to your face, you are a fucking moron. This match was dumb. This match was trash on an infinite number of freaking levels, so many of which I could quantify and so many of which I don't even want to spend the time trying to quantify. What a bunch of bullshit. That's the best way to sum this up. Now, of course, part of the story heading into this was that Miz, being the Money in the Bank winner, felt that he should be the guy to not only be on Team WWE, but he should be the guy to captain Team WWE. And then when we get to the beginning, and the Miz is sitting there saying that it's time and that they're going to put him on and he's going to lead the team to victory, here's John Cena saying, no, we went in a different direction. Our mystery partner is Daniel Bryan. And you know, storyline-wise, this made a lot of sense. And this had the element to really be something cool. This had the element to really be something nice. It had so many possibilities and so much potential for what they could have fucking done here. And they went and did the same old fucking bullshit. When Bret Hart is in this match, after stinking up the joint with Vince at WrestleMania 26, you had to have some type of idea what path this match might end up going down. I mean, oh my fucking God. Here's the Nexus, who is the hottest thing you have going at the time. They've been on the scene for a little over 2 months. Now you get to their first big show, their first real chance to show themselves as a legitimate threat. And the WWE screws the pooch. You bring back Daniel Bryan. If you want to make him a big-time babyface and really cement him as a future big deal, by God, here's an opportunity and here's a chance to do just that by maybe making him the big hero for Team WWE. But of course, the WWE doesn't do that. Here's the perfect opportunity with so many guys in this group of Team WWE like Chris Jericho or Edge or Cena or hell, even Daniel Bryan. You could have sat there and said that they needed to have somebody turn heel and cost Team WWE. And you know what? That would have been fine. Any of those 4 names that I mentioned, 2 or 3 of them in particular, if they would have been the masterminds, if they would have been the brains behind the whole Nexus operation, by God, it would have been a license to at least print a little more money for the next few months, and you would have had something that could have maybe carried your company all the way to WrestleMania 27. But of course, the WWE didn't give us that. Instead, they gave a little bit of shine to Skip Sheffield. They gave a little bit of shine, believe it or not, to Heath Slater. And then they decided to get Daniel Bryan out of the fucking way and have John Cena go over Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett just like fucking that. This is one of these examples, and if you know what I'm talking about, Jericho and Edge talked about this on one of Jericho's podcasts, talking about this was Cena's idea. And this is what Cena thought was best for business. And Cena thought that this needed to be done this way. And it just came across like a fart in church. That's how well it went over. The point is, it fucking did it. Here's the goddamn Nexus. Here's John Cena. Here's a chance to really give John Cena something to worry about. He has to actually go through the Nexus, God forbid. Actually face some obstacles. Actually face some fucking challenges. But what do? No, no, no. It's same old bullshit. Here's Cena not doing shit the whole fucking match, and then bam, Justin Gabriel misses the 450. Cena pins him, and then he almost immediately gets Wade Barrett to tap out to the STF, and the whole crowd goes fucking. And you know why the whole crowd went fucking? Was because this whole match and this whole show was one big steaming pile of. Now look at the disastrous results that you can point back to from this one match on this one show. It is now 4 years later, and you had a Nexus group where you had people assuming Wade Barrett by 2014 will be one of the top 3 or 4 guys in the entire damn company. And clearly that hasn't happened. A lot of people assumed at this point in time, by now Skip Sheffield, whatever he was going to be doing, was going to be probably a world champion just like Wade Barrett and one of the top guys in the company. Hasn't happened. A lot of people assumed that maybe a Justin Gabriel was going to fill a John Morrison or a Jeff Hardy type of role, and he was going to become a big-time star. That didn't happen. Just look at all the guys that were in this group and all the different possibilities that could have been done with these guys. And you look at the booking decision here. And then shortly after this, it became all about just John Cena Fuck the Nexus. Well, Linda's got an election to lose, so let's focus on that. And the WWE completely screws the booch, completely takes the eye off the ball, and in the meantime gives us easily one of the worst SummerSlam shows they have ever given us, with one of the most ridiculously booked main event matches on any pay-per-view that I have ever fucking seen. This is ridiculous. And this whole notion that John Cena being a top guy doesn't have creative control. Bull fucking shit. That'd be like me saying that guy back there, Hogan, didn't have full creative control or large creative control. You think Austin didn't? You think The Rock didn't? You didn't think Shawn Michaels did? You don't think Bret Hart did? Come on, all these top guys fucking have political power. All of these guys put their foot down sometimes. All of these guys have immense creative control over what they fucking do. And I'm so sick and tired of people sitting there and allowing John Cena to skate off for bullshit like this. Here was an opportunity. Here was a chance for John Cena to say, you know what? No. The best thing for business is for me to look weak, is for me to look vulnerable, is to make this Nexus look as strong and dominant as it possibly fucking could. You want the honest answer of what should have fucking happened with this show? The Nexus should have won with 4 or 5 fucking guys left. At worst case scenario, 2 or 3. You want to make them strong. You want to make them dominant. And you want to set the table potentially for a series of matches between Cena and the different members of the Nexus in different configurations and orders all the way up to WrestleMania 27. That's the whole joke of this whole Nexus angle. It came in like gangbusters. Once the WWE really sunk their teeth into it and did it the WWE way, they ruined it to the point by the time you got to 2010, the fucking storyline and its original, incarnation, it was fucking over. And it only got worse from here. John Cena gets fired. John Cena joins the Nexus. Whatever fucking order. It was all bullshit. At no point in time did John Cena or anybody on that WWE roster really go out of their way, in my opinion, to really help this group out, to really sit there and say, hey, these guys could be stars. These guys could help make all of us more money. And that would be a good thing, right? No, not in John Cena's case. He just had to sit there and have the glory shot and have the big moment all to himself. And you could thank him for the abortion that was SummerSlam 2010. What a joke and what a fucking disaster. Shame on the WWE. Shame on John Cena. Shame on any of you that said it was a good match. Shame on any of you that will ever say this is a good show. And shame on you for ever defending John Cena for the booking decision here, when is so often the case with any other fucking top star in the history of the damn company who has tremendous creative control over what their character does, when, how, why, what, whatever. And you sit there and try and spin it away from Cena. No, stop looking at the top. Start looking at the top, and start blaming those damn people because they're the ones that have created these problems, i.e. John Cena and the fucking creative team of WWE. Fuck you for this bullshit.